We pray as follows. 1. That your remand instructions include an order, because I know you're going to remand him, and with a smile, you're going to remand him with an order that the prison's authorities transfer the accused person to Fortis Memorial Hospital in India. Fortis Memorial Research Institute, Gurugram, in India, under guard and protection, the same way he was guarded in Mulago. We appreciate that he is a prisoner and he will remain a prisoner. Number 2, that he be allowed a caretaker in form of his wife. Who shall be moved at the accused's expense. Again, painfully. They move their prisoner. The wife will move herself separately at her cost. Your Worship, that the accused while in hospital be allowed visitors that are able to visit him. I didn't make the same prayer for Mulago because I imagined the kind of influx and population. With the Gurugram, the numbers will definitely be limited. We pray that while in India, in hospital, he be afforded available consular services as a citizen. And that upon recovery or improvement, upon this Ruzira, Matson Bay, as a discharged patient under medical observation. That upon discharge from hospital in India, he be remanded again to Matson, to be received in Matson Bay as a discharged patient. You know, there are now 2 forms of discharge from hospital. We are not talking about from prison yet. Under medical observation. The accused is willing to deposit his passport with prison authorities to facilitate that process, if you be pleased, offer the same.
We know government has capacity to shop around. Probably for them they can expedite it and have it within a matter of days and give it to me, which it has no recorders. Yes,
that was their fear. But Honorable has explained that they will explain the same. That was their fear, that it had a particular gadget, which according to them was being used to record.
No, the request I was making, Your Worship, that the government can be directed to use their channels and procure it expeditiously, so that I don't go through the trouble of ordering for it, because these power hearing sounds, they have to test me first and foremost. And the voice you had only one, but there are many depending on what you are feeling. There is that one. If I'm feeling that one, then I keep changing. So they have to test the ears, and then they tell me you need this. But government has capacity to do this. For me, I'm incapacitated. Where I am even moving from the place where I'm detained into the reception is a tug of war. But government can work out mechanisms of getting me this facility, so that I stop using these sedatives, which are not only addictive, but dangerous to my life. Imagine using sedatives every night.
Salam Musumba subsequently requested for a meeting with AW in Brussels, Belgium, where she invited many other people to attend, including the accused, Erias Lukwago, Honorable Medard Lubega Mukaku, and Charles Romshana. In the discussions at this meeting, AW accepted to join the plot to overturn the government and agreed to be their security. The discussions at this meeting were recorded by AW, and the recording shall be relied upon at the trial. That upon building sufficient trust in AW, Salam Musumba requested JW to introduce AW to KB. This was done, and the two, AW and JW, had an online discussion with KB about the grand plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. This culminated into the first physical meeting between KB, that is Kizabesje, and AW on the 29th of October 2023 at Geneva, Switzerland. That the first physical meeting was held in Geneva, Switzerland on the 29th of October 2023 and was attended by AW, KB, Frank Chihere Atkunda, and JW. At this meeting, the group discussed the plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. KB requested for military assistance from AW to destabilize Uganda. KB also requested AW to train some of his allies in covert intelligence and paramilitary tactics, which request AW accepted. KB further requested for counterfeit Ugandan shillings with intention to seep into the economy of Uganda through his collaborators, who he stated to be officials in Bank of Uganda, as a means of raising finance for KB's objectives and also destabilize the economy. In the same meeting, KB, JW, and Frank requested for ricin poison, to poison targeted government officials. That further in the same meeting, KB provided AW with a list of government security installations and military facilities like the 2nd Division, Makenke Barracks, Bugembe Barracks, Bihango Military School, Kachoma Mountain Brigade, Kabarole, Gaddafi Military Barracks in Jinja, Magamaga Military Barracks in Mayuge District, Marine Division, Luzera, Air Force Academy, Nakasongola, Engineering College, Lugazi Senior Staff College, Chimaka, Singo, Kariguta Training School, Ntoroko Military Intelligence and Security School in Nakasongola District, Machinde Military Barracks, Police School Wevaje, and Oliver Tambo, Kweweta, among others, as targets for attacks. That after agreeing to conduct a training in Kisumu, Kenya, Frank Chiherere Atkunda traveled to Uganda with KB to organize their intended group of people for training. The proceedings of the above meeting were recorded using a covert camera by AW, and the same will be relied upon during the trial. That KW and AW created a strong communication, that is, or relationship through social media, including WhatsApp. KB provided AW with his Swiss contact line number, that is +41 77 81 38 990, through which he frequently communicated with AW on mobile line number +19 5439404141 WhatsApp. During the period from their first meeting on 29th October 2023 up to 16th of November 2024, KB and AW had numerous conversations and exchanged numerous social media messages wherein KB discussed with AW. Are you okay? Can we proceed? Yes. Wherein KB discussed with AW details of his intention and the plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. A forensic extract of the record of their conversation shall be relied upon during the trial. That KB attended another meeting on the 24th of January 2024 in Geneva, Switzerland, which was also attended by AW and JW. At this meeting, KB assured AW that he was committed to facilitate the training of his people to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. In this meeting, KB and JW further requested AW to assassinate the President of the Republic of Uganda using a drone strike. KB undertook to provide AW with the President's movement routine and vulnerable points to facilitate his assassination. In exchange for AW's assistance, KB and JW undertook to grant the Kurdish government company access to Uganda banking sector to launder money, permit the use of Uganda's air goods for trafficking illicit goods, including drugs, use Uganda as a safe haven for Kurdish fugitives, and generally permit the use of Uganda for illicit activities once the plot to overturn the government was successful. That by virtue of his leadership position in PFF, the accused was aware of all the meetings between KB, Frank Chihere at Hunda, JW and AW in Geneva, Switzerland, and the plot to overturn the government of the Republic of Uganda by force of arms, but deliberately did not report to any authority. That on the 14th day of June 2024, KB attended a meeting with AW and JW in Geneva, Switzerland. In this meeting, the participants further discussed the plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. KB requested AW to arrange for the training of a selected group of like-minded conspirators from Uganda, who included Samuel Makoha in Kisumu, Kenya, in intelligence gathering, surveillance operations, espionage techniques, and use of drones to be used in overturning the government of Uganda. In the same meeting, KB and JW repeated their requests for AW to supply them with counterfeit Ugandan currency, drones, weapons, and grenades, which they codenamed pineapples. KB provided AW with airstrip coordinates 21735 N32134 E6 GHH72VH plus 2P 72VF plus 2P length of strip, 1,900 meters, 6,233 feet, altitude 5,266 feet, 1,605 meters, MSC. In DRC for airdropping of weapons. KB further informed the meeting that he intended to use part of the Zambian territory for training and logistics. At the same meeting, AW gave KB $5,000 to facilitate the movement of Makoka Samuel and other selected Ugandan trainees from Uganda to Kisumu in Kenya for training. That the accused knew of the meeting in Kisumu, took part in the mobilization, and authorized the travel of the participants from PFF, who included Samuel Makoha, for the said training in Kisumu, Kenya, with the intention of overturning the government of the Republic of Uganda by force of arms. That during the meeting of 29 September 2024, KB and AW agreed as a way forward to hold a meeting in Nairobi, Kenya, where KB would be able to meet the Kurdish Iraq contact for AW. KB and AW continued communicating to each other via WhatsApp on mobile lines +41 77 81 38 990 and +19 54 39 40141 respectively. The WhatsApp communication chats between KB and AW about convening the Nairobi meeting will be tendered and relied upon in court during the trial. The group agreed to have a follow-up meeting later in Nairobi, Kenya. That the said meeting of 29 September 2024 was recorded separately by AW and another individual who was AW's agent. The recordings will be tendered and relied upon in court during trial. That on the 16th day of November 2024.
That video you have just seen is directly from Honorable former Member of Parliament, Honorable and Council Medard Ssegona Akalia Amagwa. He is a senior lawyer and he is in this case of Honorable and former Lord Mayor of Kampala City, Salongo Erias Lukwago. Salongo Erias Lukwago was arrested shortly after he announced that he was going to serve summons from court to Honorable, to CDF Mohozi, so that to the city of Mohozi, so that he can appear before court and explain about his statements he has been uttering on his X handle about Dr. Kizza Besigye, and also explain more about why Martha Karua was deported back to Kenya, since she is an East African member and citizen and holds an East African passport, and therefore her issue of deportation was not clear. So that's why Salongo Erias Lukwago and the team had petitioned to court so that General Mohozi can come and explain about all these tweets of threatening to kill their president, former presidential candidate, Dr. Kizza Besigye, but CDF did not wait for all that to happen, to be summoned or to be served with the summons. Immediately arrested Council Erias Lukwago, and the arresting came immediately after deportation of Martha Karua, the lawyer of Dr. Kizza Besigye, Abed Rutale, and all other attached to this case. Erias Lukwago is charged of misprision of treason, which is also a serious offense. If found guilty, you can be sentenced to life imprisonment. That is one of the punishments of that offense. So, Salongo Erias Lukwago yesterday contended that court should grant permission for Honorable Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago to go to India and see a personal doctor for more treatment because he is really ill. Also contended that if remanded, court should allow or give orders that the OC of prison where he is remanded should allow him to access the medication that is prescribed to him as a medical examined in Mulago, that they could not really apprehend the cause of his pain in his back, so he needs to see a specialist that handled his issue before. So this is what we have, and really, Lord Mayor was really looking ill, and when you look at his state or status of health, he's really really ill. So he needs proper attention so that he can survive all that pain. So that's all I have for you today. Kindly don't forget to subscribe, like, comment.